Hello everyone. Welcome to today's comprehensive guide on improving your English speaking skills. If you've ever struggled with speaking English confidently or fluently, know that you're not alone. Many learners face the same challenge. However, with consistent effort, patience, and the right strategies, you can make significant progress. English, like any other language, is a skill that improves the more you use it. So, let's dive into some key strategies that will help you become more confident and fluent in English. Immerse yourself in the language. The first and most important step to improving your English speaking is immersion. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. If you live in an area where English is not widely spoken, it might seem difficult at first. However, with today's technology, you have the world of English right at your fingertips. Start by watching English language movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. This will expose you to natural conversation and help you become familiar with the pace, tone, and expressions used by native speakers. Choose shows or movies that interest you. Whether it's a comedy, drama, or documentary, watching in English will help you pick up new phrases, slang, and pronunciation. Similarly, listen to English podcasts, audiobooks, or music. Listening to English regularly trains your ear and helps you understand different accents and speech patterns. If possible, try to follow along with the transcripts of podcasts or songs. This will allow you to connect the words you hear with how they are written, improving both your listening and reading skills. Another way to immerse yourself is by reading books, articles, or blogs in English. Choose materials that are at your level. If you're just starting, you might want to pick simple novels or children's books. As your skills improve, gradually move on to more complex texts. Reading in English not only helps with vocabulary, but also allows you to understand sentence structure and grammar in a more natural way. Practice speaking regularly. The second most crucial step in improving your English speaking is to practice regularly. Even if you don't have a conversation partner, practice speaking every day. Many learners make the mistake of focusing only on writing and reading, but speaking is just as important, if not more. Start by speaking aloud to yourself. You can describe what's happening around you or narrate your day. For example, when you're walking down the street, try saying things like, "I'm walking past a coffee shop," or "I see a woman with a red hat." This exercise helps you get used to forming sentences and thinking in English. If you're feeling unsure about speaking alone, consider recording yourself. Use your phone or computer to capture your voice. Then, listen to the recording and evaluate how you sound. Are you speaking clearly? Are you using proper grammar? What areas can you improve? Listening to your recordings will help you become aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Additionally, try to engage in conversations whenever possible. Speak with friends, family members, or language exchange partners who are fluent in English. If you don't know anyone who speaks English, you can join online communities or find conversation partners on language exchange apps. Speaking with others in a real conversational context is an excellent way to practice your skills and improve your fluency. Record yourself and compare. One of the most effective ways to improve your speaking is by recording yourself regularly. Listening to your own voice can be difficult at first, but it's an essential part of improving. When you record yourself, you can listen for pronunciation issues, grammatical errors, and areas where you might be hesitating. You can also compare your recordings with native speakers. Find videos or audio recordings of people speaking English naturally, and try to mimic their speech patterns. Pay attention to things like intonation, stress, and rhythm. Native speakers often have a certain flow to their speech that might seem challenging at first, but with practice, you can start to replicate it. By listening to both your own recordings and those of native speakers, you can develop a better understanding of how English is spoken in real life. You can also notice how different speakers emphasize certain words or phrases, which will help you sound more natural in your conversations. Expand your vocabulary and use it. Expanding your vocabulary is another essential aspect of improving your English speaking skills. The more words you know, the easier it will be to express your thoughts clearly. But knowing a lot of words isn't enough. You need to use them. Make it a habit to learn new words every day. You can do this by reading, listening to podcasts, or looking up words you don't know. Try to learn words in context. This means understanding how they're used in sentences, not just memorizing definitions. Once you learn a new word, practice using it in sentences. This helps you remember it better and makes you more confident in using it during conversations. You can also focus on learning phrases and expressions that are commonly used by native speakers. These are the everyday sayings that make your speech sound more natural. For example, expressions like, "on the other hand," "by the way," or "what's up?" can make your conversations flow more smoothly. When you encounter a new word or phrase, try to use it in conversations or while practicing speaking to yourself. This will help you retain the word and make it feel like a natural part of your vocabulary. Improve your listening skills. While speaking is important, it's equally crucial to practice listening. Being able to understand what others are saying is a key component of effective communication. If you want to speak better, you also need to be able to listen to others and respond accordingly. When you listen to native speakers, pay close attention to how they speak. Notice the way they stress certain words, their intonation, and the speed at which they talk. This will help you understand the natural flow of English speech. You can practice listening to different accents as well, whether it's American, British, Australian, or others. There are many resources available to help you improve your listening skills. Listening to podcasts, watching movies, and listening to English radio stations are all excellent ways to expose yourself to a variety of accents and speaking styles. The more you listen, the easier it will be to understand different speakers and respond appropriately. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. One of the most important things to remember is that making mistakes is part of the learning process. Don't let fear hold you back from speaking. Every mistake you make is an opportunity to learn and improve. Even native speakers make mistakes, and it's okay to stumble over words or forget a sentence. The key is to keep going. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. At first, it may feel uncomfortable or embarrassing, but over time, you will get used to the process. The important thing is not to give up. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and keep challenging yourself to speak more often. Be patient with yourself. Improving your speaking skills takes time. It's important to be patient with yourself and stay consistent in your practice. Don't expect perfection overnight. Progress might be slow at first, but if you continue practicing every day, you'll start to see improvements. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Celebrate every small victory along the way, and enjoy the process of learning. In conclusion, improving your English speaking skills requires immersion, regular practice, and a commitment to learning. By surrounding yourself with the language, speaking every day, recording and comparing your speech, expanding your vocabulary, and staying patient with yourself, you'll see significant improvements. Keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. With dedication and perseverance, you'll become more confident and fluent in English. Keep pushing forward, and remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goal.